Hello, everybody. Welcome back to the Watercooler. My name is James. Don't remember if I said that on the last video or not. Oh, well, doesn't matter. So this is just my thoughts on random things, whatever I want to talk about. I just want to make a video and talk about stuff that I want to talk about. Today, I'm going to talk about parenting because, and it's hard. Not everybody tells you that it's hard. I remember before becoming a parent, people would tell me like, "Oh no, it's great. It's the biggest joy of your life. You're going to love it." And they were right. It has been some of the greatest joys of my life, and I have loved it. I've loved every minute of it. I love being a dad. What they didn't tell me and what I didn't get from the books and the blogs and the all of the different advice websites and things like that was how hard it is at the same time. You see, and that's why I want to talk about today, is because parenting is hard. It's difficult. There are going to be things that happen that you have no way of foreseeing. You have no way of anticipating them. You won't know what you're capable of until you do it, until you get through it. And you will never really experience the sheer amount of various emotions at the same time as the first time that your child falls off a bike. The fear, the worry, the anxiety you have just from them riding, the sheer panic that you have when they hit the ground, and the pride that you will feel when they just get right back up and get back on that bike and continue going, and the joy that you're going to take in seeing that happen. There's not much else that will give you all of those feelings all at the same time, all at once. And while that is a good example of a series of emotions that gives you a good outcome, there are going to be times when you're a parent where, not due to your children, but just due to other things in life, you are going to be overwhelmed, you are going to be stressed out, you are going to be anxiety ridden. And then something happens, your child will do something small, something that's not a real big deal. Oh no, they got Cheerios and milk on the floor. But you're gonna see it and you're gonna snap, because at that moment you can't take it. And you're gonna yell at your children. You're gonna make them feel bad because they spilled cereal on the floor or on the table. And none of the books, none of the blogs, none of the advice columns, none of that will prepare you for that moment. And they will not prepare you for how bad you're going to feel as a person and as a parent when that happens. Because once it does happen, as soon as that moment passes, you will know immediately that you just messed up, and you messed up big. You will see the look on your child's face, because you will snap at them, you will yell at them, especially the first time it happens. They are going to look at you and they're going to have this wide-eyed deer in the headlights type look, and you will see immediately behind those eyes the thought of, what did I do wrong? Why are you yelling at me? And it will break your heart. Because you know that what you did, what they did, was no cause for you to react that way. And as a parent, nothing prepares you for those types of moments. Where you will be so filled with anger or frustration. You will have anxiety. You will have so many negative emotions rolling around, and then that happens, and you will all of a sudden, things will get worse in your head. You'll think that you're a terrible parent. You will think that you're a bad person. You will question whether or not you're up for this or whether you can do this. Nothing prepares you for those thoughts. Nothing. Before I had children, absolutely nobody told me about stuff like that. And I've had those moments more than once. I've had them less as I've gotten older and as the longer that I've been a parent, because I've been able to identify things outside of my children that are causing me stress. I've been able to identify triggers that I have for certain things and try to figure out, why are they triggers for me? Why is this making me angry? Do I really need to be angry about this? And for some things, I've been able to let that go, so that when they happen, I don't yell, I don't get angry, I don't get upset. And there are times where something has happened where I thought I let a certain trigger go, and I'm right back where I started for that one moment in time. And that's something that I wanted to talk about today, was nobody prepares you for those things, right? When they happen, you're going to feel terrible and you're going to feel bad. But that moment will pass. And you can learn from it. And you can figure out what made you do that. What made you react that way. Your child just spilled some Cheerios on the table. So there's a little milk on the table. That's no reason to snap at them. That's no reason to do that. And the next time it happens, because it will happen again, the spilling of the Cheerios, the next time that Cheerios gets spilled, the next time milk gets spilled, you'll be prepared. You'll be more prepared for it. And you'll be like, okay, it's no big deal. You spilled some Cheerios, here's some paper towels, let me show you how to clean it up. Okay, we're going to wipe down the table so that the milk doesn't dry and get sticky, and that sort of thing. And yeah, you're going to learn from it. But that first time that it happens, it's going to be damn near soul crushing. So I just want to tell you that when you are going through things for the first time, you're going to have those moments. You're going to have those thoughts of being a bad parent, that soul-crushing realization that you just messed up. And you're going to wonder if you messed up your kid for life for doing it. No, you haven't. If it's the first time, no, you haven't messed up your kids for life. Learn from your mistakes to be a better parent to them. And give yourself some grace. Okay? One of the hardest lessons I had as a dad, as a young dad, or as a new dad, I should say. One of the hardest lessons that I had was to be able to give myself some grace for the times that I mess up. I still struggle with that when I do something that, as a parent, that I realize I probably should not have done, or I probably shouldn't do. I still need to give myself some grace sometimes. Learn from the mistake. do whatever corrective action you need to make, correct your thoughts however you need to correct them, but then give yourself some grace afterwards. And that's it. That's what I wanted to talk about. Nothing ever prepares you for all of the firsts that you have. Nothing prepares you for the first time your child falls down a step or two. Nothing is going to prepare you for the first time they climb up on a cabinet and then fall off. Nothing's going to prepare you for the first time that you have to clean up vomit from their crib, or waking up at 2-3 o'clock in the morning, or 3 or 4 times a night to feed them or change their diaper or make sure that they're comfortable. Those things are hard, and they will get hard. And people will tell you, like, oh, just sleep when the baby's sleeping. And yeah, that's not really great advice, because babies sleep all the time and you can't. But nothing's going to prepare you for the times where you feel like you're a bad parent. Nothing's going to prepare you for those times that you know that you're a bad parent because you just did something bad. And you're going to be scared that you're going to scar your kids for life in one way or another. But I'm here to tell you that you didn't. Learn from your mistake and change your behavior. It can be done, no matter how old you are. And give yourself the grace to do that change. And if you're watching this, and you are a parent, why don't you leave some comments below and let people know some of the struggles that you've had? Let someone know what the scariest moment that you've had as a parent. Or let them know a time when you thought you were a bad parent and how did you change because of it. And with that, we'll see you next time on the Watercooler. Have a good day.